All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for real people, just like you right there, just like me right here. All right, so I don't have a CD to promote, and some people will be really happy about that. But I do want to talk about interviews I've done recently with the band Allocate from Sweden, fantastic. White Skies, amazing band from the UK. Roulette, another amazing band from Sweden. And next week, I'm hoping to have the band Bad Sister on, legendary band from Sweden, melodic rock, female lead vocalist. It's epic sounding stuff, and stay tuned for that. Also, you can stay tuned for more Journey drama, as someone sent me a link to an Instagram post on the Neil and his wife Facebook / Instagram. I don't have Instagram. I may have it, but I don't think I've ever used it. I think I tried to log in and they said my password was wrong. Look, folks, I know there are people out there. Could you be on social media? No, I just don't have time for social media. I just think it's annoying. Yeah, I'll get messages from people on Facebook. I don't usually post on Facebook. Anyway, just kind of rambling about my own opinions on this stuff. So anyway, Neil and Michaela Sean, thank you, Journey fans, for your love and support for Neil Sean, Gregg Rolie, and Journey touring this year. Your voice was heard about Gregg Rolie. Hopefully Kane and the other guy are not manipulating all of us, and Gregg Rolie will be at the shows. John Kane and the other Journey member who are now saying they're welcoming Gregg Rolie on the 50th anniversary tour. This is a monumental historical tour for Journey. Now, people have wondered who this other guy is. And could this just be a lie? Could this be propaganda? That it's Kane and now someone else who doesn't want Gregg Rolie to be there, which creates this fan explosion of support for Gregg Rolie. And by the way, you didn't need a second Journey member to not want Gregg to be in this, to garner support for Gregg Rolie. The support is overwhelming for Gregg. It's probably 98, 99% positive. I don't see anybody saying, yeah, the guy who helped start the band, who picked Neil Sean up from high school when they were playing hooky and brought Neil to go hang out with Carlos Santana. I don't think anybody is against Gregg Rolie returning to Journey. So as I've said in other videos, this just isn't a good look. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you're saying no to this legendary member who helped found the band, who's a two-time Rock and Roll Hall of Famer on top of it. So his street cred, his musical street cred is way off the charts. I mean, we're talking about a real musician here who knows how to lean hard on the Hammond B3 organ and is just great to listen to. He's a great keyboard player, and a lot of people are like, yeah, you know, and some people are saying some pretty harsh things like, yeah, I'd be okay if Gregg just replaced the other guy. I mean, I'm looking at the comments and they're very positive. And I think maybe Team Sean might be taking advantage of some of that goodwill that the fans have about Gregg Rolie and using it to their advantage. I'm not sure there is a second member who is against Gregg Rolie joining, because it doesn't make sense. I went down the list. Arnell went crazy on Twitter. I talked about that yesterday. You know, malicious and all this stuff, and maybe a little over the top. I mean, he's a very mild-mannered, really nice guy. Everybody who I've spoken with who knows him knows that he's just a sweetheart of a guy. So I can't see him saying, hey, no Gregg, right? As far as Dean goes, look, Neil has been very good to Dean over the years. And I just can't see Dean stepping into any of this and doing anything to not have Gregg be there. Plus, he's worked with Gregg in Journey Through Time. Go watch some Journey Through Time footage and tell me that's not the best Journey-esque stuff you've seen since Steve Perry left the band. That's how I interpreted the whole thing when it was happening. I'm like, this is amazing. You've got Dean that can sing in the original key, all of these songs, and you've got Gregg there, which, again, Gregg is the vocalist of those first, he's the lead vocalist on those first 3 albums. So to me, and to a lot of Journey fans, I mean, that's pure Journey. And yeah, they can do all the other music, you know, the post Rolie material from Frontiers, Escape, and whatever other album they want to do. I think they did a song, like a medley, one song from Trial by Fire and another song from Departure, whatever. And it was epic. It was just like, wow. That's the kind of music. If I were going to go see Journey and pay the money and travel, that's the kind of band I'd like to see, because there's chemistry there. All of the lawsuits and, you know, the fact that they're saying here, I hope they're not manipulating us. I mean, that is professional publicity. Some would say propaganda, but I'm just going to say publicity. They might be manipulating us, and they might renege on their promise to allow Gregg to be there. How are they going to do that? And why would they do that? It's not that I'm skeptical of the Post here and thinking that there was communication that went back and forth between Team Sean and Team Kane. And we're talking about lawyers and publicists and whoever the go-betweens are, right? And they had communication, and then it comes back, yeah, I'll let Gregg be there. And that's probably from Team Kane. Now, this other person, if they exist, I just find this completely, I don't want to say it's not believable, but it's hard to believe that somebody would second the motion. Yeah, here, I don't want Gregg there. And what? I mean, look, the legacy of this band is partly due, or mostly due, to those original members, despite everybody who says it was just Steve Perry. Yes, Steve Perry was huge, but you don't have a vehicle for Perry to sing with and work with and bounce all his ideas off of, and then have that, you know, back and forth and create all of that great music if you don't have, you know, again, Ainsley Dunbar, Gregg Rolie, Steve Smith for a while, right? Neil Sean, and even Ross Valerie. Okay, that was the band. And, you know, I don't think Ross is going to be invited back. I think Ainsley would be kind of cool to have back. But, you know, Steve Smith, I think those bridges were burned. And the 50th could have been a real celebration if everybody could have gotten along, and the stone didn't get cracked back in 1998. Yeah, you know what you would have probably had is Journey would have quit in either year 2000 or whatever, because they couldn't find a singer to replace Steve Perry. And they did. They found Steve Augeri, and Steve did a good job until he blew his voice out. But the whole thing would have just ended, and then, you know, maybe on the 30th, the 40th, the 50th anniversaries, you would have had people talking about, hey, maybe we should do a reunion concert. And it might have been pretty cool, but a lot of money would have not been made. And who knows if the visibility for, say, Don't Stop Believin' would be as robust, shall we say, if there was no touring band to play that song all over the world. And I think that's really important. You need a live show to kind of augment your catalog, and one helps the other. It's just a fact of classic rock music in the year 2023. So anyway, what do you think? Do you think there is a second member who doth protest? I don't know. I'm thinking no. I'm starting to come to that conclusion. I mean, who is it? Anyway, I believe that the fans liked Gregg anyway, and they didn't need a second Journey member to be making this even more strange. Rejecting Gregg Rolie is not a smart move. And I would say that to anybody. I would say that to the people I'm closest with in this organization. I would say it's a dumb move. Just let him be there. This is the 50th. It's good for everybody. More people are going to buy tickets. People like that era of this band, and it's silly. I get it if you're close with Jonathan Cain, but John isn't going to lose unless he continues to kind of try to stop this. And it appears that, again, according to their post, we haven't heard from Team Cain officially on any of this, and we might not. The picture they used of Cain was him talking about how he would tour despite all of the lawsuits and the back and forth, that he would be out there on the road. As predicted by me when this whole thing went down, I said, no, this isn't the end of Journey. I mean, it may lead to the end of this version of Journey. And you know what? There are a lot of people out there that are ready for that. They're definitely ready for maybe a retooling of this band. And I'll talk about that in the days ahead. And it won't be Gregg playing keyboards long term. He's 75. Jonathan Cain is in his 70s. Neil Schon, I think, is the only guy still in his 60s, right? Everybody who is from the original era are over 70. And then, of course, all the other guys are younger because they were, replacements, whether that's Dean or Jason Derlotka or possibly Todd Jensen. I'm not sure how old Todd is, but I'm guessing maybe he's like Neil's age. Maybe he's a couple of years younger. I don't know. But in any event, if the band is to continue, say, into 2024 and beyond, I'm thinking that some kind of a new lineup should be put together. Something that has chemistry, something that's not arguing 24 hours a day, something that's not political. I'll throw that in there. And I think that's about it. Maybe something that is more muscular when it comes to musicianship and the older catalog that this band has that really, I think, should be dusted off, just like the Journey Through Time concerts. All right, people, that's my video. A little chilly here in Southwest Florida today. I don't typically wear sweatshirts in videos, but man, it's cold. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I want to thank the new patrons. Also, YouTube memberships. You can sign up for those as well. Eventually, I might be getting around to doing a members-only type video where it gets posted, but only members can watch the video. Yeah, that's kind of exciting, right? And just for being here, folks, and the encouragement I get each day from patrons. I think I had 2 pastors from churches sign up, which is really interesting. I did this video a couple of days ago, and I said, yeah, I'm kind of ready for Jesus to come back at any time. And I was serious. I was totally serious. And, there are a lot of strange things going on. And I will be talking about those strange things, despite the fact that people think I've got a tinfoil hat collection. Well, maybe I do, and maybe I should start wearing them, I think they would look very fashionable with my, my sweatshirt or my normal t-shirt attire. All right, folks, again, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.